You cannot live by bread alone. Um, Honestly, you truly can't. A lot of people are expecting to hear from God, but they are not reading the Word of God at all. Um, I'm guilty of this as well. Don't get me wrong. But His Word have I hid in my heart that I may not sin against Thee. So His Word is in me, but I am guilty of this as well. But getting back to the focal point, you cannot live by bread alone, but by every word that proceed out of the mouth of God. So basically, what he's saying is that you cannot live without His Word if you are truly chosen by Him. A lot of people, like I said, they just are pretending to hear from God, but they're not really chosen by God. They're not really anointed by God. They're not really called by God. They're not really picked out by God. And a lot of people are going to perish for this stuff too, because the angels are recording everything we do. And I don't have it in me to lie to God's chosen people. I just don't. I can't do it. A lot of people will try to pretend to try to get views, but I'm not one of those people, because I know sincerely how God is viewing that, and I know, and I have a relationship with Him. So it's like I cannot hide who I am and try to portray to you something different. But a lot of people are going to do this, and you cannot live by bread alone. So a lot of you, and I'm speaking to myself as well, I gotta get back into His Word as well, because the Word became flesh, and that's a very real thing too. And that is Jesus Christ becoming manifestation of God the Father. But anyhow, you cannot live by bread alone, but by every word that proceed out of the mouth of God. God is using me to remind you of this. You cannot live by bread alone. And God He's right. He's right. I can't live without it either, to be honest with you, because I'm spiritual, and I do follow God, and I love Him, and I love His kingdom. So yeah, this goes to me too. But God's got me speaking to you, chosen people, as well. You cannot live by bread alone, but by every word that proceed out of His mouth. Honestly, and this goes to me as well. You know, a lot of times you could get so caught up in what you're doing for God that you forget that you still need to read His Word, because He is His Word. In the beginning was the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And a lot of people forget about that when they're doing ministry, when they're doing things for God. They forget that God is His Word as well. You know, now He can speak numerous of ways. He's not just limited to that. But what I'm telling you is that He is His Word. So if you want to hear from God, you need to open your Word as well. Now, this isn't for everybody. This is only for God's true chosen people. This is only for people God has picked to do His will. That's it. This is not for somebody who is just rejecting God. This is not for somebody who honestly, I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm just going to leave it at that. You cannot live by bread alone.